The episode opens with a mythic fairy tale about the cosmic owl. Back before almost anything existed, there were two inseparable brothers who lived to cause chaos. One day, they disobeyed the only rule they had and ate the forbidden etheric pizza. They loved it, bragged about it, and triggered consequences way bigger than either of them was ready for. When judgment hit, one brother panicked and blamed the other. The guilty one was erased from existence, cast down forever. The surviving brother was punished for betraying him, forced to spend eternity as fate's messenger, the cosmic owl who delivers destined croak dreams. Fionna gathers Gary, Marshall Lee, and the crew. She brings them to Hannah Abadir's mausoleum, Marshall's mom, because she made a rush deal with Hannah to host the big fundraiser event that's supposed to save the sweet spot. Marshall has no idea why they're there, but Hannah is delighted, bragging about Marshall's marble statue and flexing that she made the sculptors redo his angelic face multiple times. She even gestures to an empty statue spot reserved for whoever Marshall eventually ends up with. She's already planning his future wedding. Fionna tries to keep the mission on track and tells everyone to start handing out invitations since they only have 3 days. Cake warns her that Hannah is dangerous and that in one future she saw Fionna basically become Hannah's servant. Fionna insists she's the one using Hannah. Marshall doesn't buy it, but Gary thinks it's perfect. Marshall performing on his own grave is extremely metal. Later, when Fionna and Cake try to sleep, DJ Slime's radio show plays in the background. After the night of dream chaos, Fionna wakes up shaken. She can't stop thinking about watching someone die hundreds of times. Cake gently suggests taking a day off, but Fionna refuses. She thinks helping everyone and saving the sweet spot is what she's meant to do. Cake reminds her she already is a hero. She just needs to follow her heart. That night, Fionna meets up with DJ Flame. She tells him she saw him in the dream realm and it felt important. Before she can even finish asking, he agrees to perform at her event. She's relieved and excited, and for a split second, Fionna sees Simon's face flicker over flames. It rattles her. Hunter heads toward Hannah's venue, practicing an apology to Fionna for hanging up on her, but every version sounds wrong. On the path, he thinks he's touching a plant. Turns out it's Huntress Wizard. She snaps at him, calls him the soft version of herself, and punches him when he tries to act tough. Later that night in Fionna's world, Huntress is hanging around when baby Finn suddenly wanders out of her room. He chews Cake's tail, rapidly ages into a teen, then an adult with a metal arm, and keeps putting himself in danger. Huntress blames Finn, saying she's trying to save him, and his pain drags her into catastrophe. The room melts into a leafy dreamscape where older Finn walks through a window. Huntress insists none of it is real, and then the cosmic owl appears, saying he's on his way to give Finn a croak dream. Huntress goes feral, attacks him, and he opens a portal. She chases him. Fionna realizes she's dreaming too and follows. Huntress and Fionna crash through dreams. Cake giving birth with Emkron as the father, Marshall as a little kid getting lectured by the Ice Queen, a dream where Hunter and DJ Flame compete for Dream Fionna's affection. Eventually everyone wakes up again and Huntress lays out the real problem. The cosmic owl makes Dream real and he's heading for Finn with a death dream. Cake suggests entering Finn's dream themselves. Huntress says she needs a conduit. She sniffs Fionna, realizes Fionna is connected to multiple Finns from multiple worlds, and that's enough. She grabs Fionna's head and pulls both of them into Finn's mind. Inside Finn's mind, they first meet a version of him who's grieving Jay, running off with little Destiny. Fionna tells him they're safe in her world, but Huntress says this Finn isn't the one they need. When Fionna touches him, he remembers another Finn, the one who once saved his life. That's their target. They enter Finn's dream consciousness, where Dream Finn is trapped, fighting an endless gauntlet of time monsters. Clock archers, time blades, giant hourglasses. Fionna keeps diving in to save him, only to watch him die over and over, green poison spilling out. She asks how he keeps going, and he tells her he listens to his hero heart and trusts the universe. Then the cosmic owl arrives. Huntress blocks him, tells him to walk away, but he says he is bound by fate. She doesn't care. She straight up kills him before he can deliver Finn's croak dream. Her hands are stained in golden blood. She is proud. Fionna is horrified. Killing a god never sounds like a small thing. After the mission, Dream Finn briefly chats with the other Finn, calling him a hotter version of himself. Huntress meets Dream Finn, tells him he won't remember anything, and he tells her he loves her. She refuses to respond and leaves. Fionna tries to get her to open up, but Huntress shuts it down. Huntress pulls herself out of Fionna's mind and collapses in the real world, telling Cake the plan worked. Finn will live for now before passing out. In Oo, Finn is in terrible shape, poisoned and dying, and Bubblegum is losing it. Marceline says she has a method, but Bubblegum refuses anything involving vampire tricks. Princess Bubblegum instead calls Old Lady Princess to volunteer for an experiment. The poor lady thinks it's a kissing session again, but Bubblegum injects her with fillers to make her younger, hoping Finn can undergo the same beauty treatment to keep him looking healthy, so the kingdoms don't panic. Simon points out the treatment is purely cosmetic. Bubblegum says optics matter, morale will collapse if the people see their hero dying. Meanwhile, the Vampire King keeps whispering to Marceline to give Finn the dark gift, essentially turning him into a vampire to save him. Marceline eventually gives in, she bites Finn, spits out the poison, and collapses. Bubblegum then lets Marceline feed on her a bit so she can recover. Marshall ends the episode singing in his room. Marceline is stabilizing, Bubblegum is watching over her, and Bimo paints Finn's face and announces that he has risen.